So, how old are you now?
I just turned 59.
59.
So I am 59.95. Mm-hmm.
So, how does it feel to be 59?
Actually, I guess it's just starting to resonate with me because last year I didn't believe I was 58. But I don't feel any different per se. My health is good, thank you, Lord. Um, and I still go about doing what I normally do. So it doesn't, I
Yeah.
don't think the number really has affected me yet.
Yeah.
Now, ask me next year when I turn 60.
Are you a little freaked out about turning 60?
I wouldn't say freaked out. I would say I'm mesmerized that I am
Mm.
turning 60 because I looked at 60 as old as hell
Yes.
until I got here. And then I'm thinking, no, I'm good.
I think
Real
that's
good. Hmm.
I think that's just the way it is.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know what? At this point, I can't afford to say, I'm just going to roll with the punches and do what I do. That's
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. So I want to talk to you a little bit about um, restarts, reinvention, because you've done a lot of them, right?
You know what? And surprisingly, you would say that because I don't look at them as restarts, but I guess they are kind of like restarts or reboots or,
Yeah.
um, like I said, I don't look at them as redoing anything.
Mm.
I'm adding.
Mm.
So I have add-ons. That's what it is. I have some add-ons.
So what's your latest add-on?
My latest add-on is that now I'm doing working in more in film and TV.
Yeah.
I've I've written a screenplay that was submitted to the New York Film and Arts Media Festival um, for a grant, for a finishing grant.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. So the storyline is about. It's called Senior Sister Living.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to know I live with a 93-year-old woman who is my aunt,
Oh
my
wow.
mother's only living sibling, and so I wrote this screenplay about her living with me and me living with her. And now that I'm turning 60, I'm starting to think, who the hell am I going to live with? So I did a screenplay with a friend of mine. She's a fellow actress, and we've submitted it and just waiting for the go ahead so that we can get finishing money to do it. And I've been writing based on that constantly. So I'm looking forward to it coming out.
I love
So
that.
that's my add-on.
Yes. But you're also a beautician.
I'm a hairstylist, makeup artist. I sell jewelry. That's my side hustle.
Uh-huh.
I do theater. I do set dressing.
Hello.
All of the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. See,
I'm a counselor.
a counselor?
People sit in your chair. They talk to you about anything.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yes, yes. Oh, you mean you're a counselor by being a salon artist?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I bet.
Oh
People
my
must
God.
dish.
Stories that I have are going to the grave. Sorry, now there are some I will share.
Oh, will you share the juiciest?
Uh well, you know what? Actually, this isn't my story to share,
Yes.
but in the salon, I didn't think that I would be surprised at things that go on sexually.
Yeah.
You live for
Yes.
59
Yes.
years, and you've heard some pretty juicy stories.
Yes.
Well, this is one for the record book. So this particular persons, a married couple, man and woman, they invite another man into their relationship
Mm-hmm.
as though he's married to the woman who's this other man's wife.
Right.
I said, really? Okay, so, and it's called Try Something.
Yeah.
I don't know the official name,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry. Okay, how does that work out? Now, the man is not gay that's married to the woman, and neither is the other man that's married to the same woman. He's not gay either. They don't go after each other. Really? I call that having your cake and eat it too.
Does she seem happy?
She is floating.
Oh.
Floating.
Well, there you go.
Something magical is happening.
But I love the imagination of it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, you figure men did it.
That's
women,
right.
Women, here we go.
Here we go. You're single now, right?
Yes, I am.
So how does sex and dating and relationship work now as you're getting older?
Not as well. And I say that because I have gotten to the point where, okay, I do know what I want. I do know what I like, and I do know what I don't like.
Yeah.
And getting to find someone who's on the same page, let alone in the same book.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's becoming challenging. And years ago, you know what? When I had the time, yeah, I settled. I settled for people that I shouldn't have.
Yes.
But it was okay because, in the back of my mind, I said, oh, you got time. You'll find somebody to come along. Guess what? The sands of the hourglass are dwindling fast. So I have to flip the script now. I have to flip that hourglass over. But now I'm looking at it in a different way, slowly. I want someone who's interesting.
Yeah.
And it's not about being good looking. You know what? If you have someone that's interesting, that can capture your attention and keep you going, keep you motivated.
Yeah.
Hell, that's sexy as hell. Yes. Yes, it is.
So are you feeling a kind of panic that the sand is getting low, or are you good solo?
Actually, you know what? There was a time when I was like, oh my God, I need somebody. I don't want to grow old by myself. You know what? I like my own damn company.
Yeah.
I really do. And if finding someone, it takes a little bit more time, you know what? It does. So I'm no longer in a panic stage about that. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But I have to enjoy my life. Doing what I want to do. And I know that sounds like every woman who don't have a man says that. Yeah, but for the most part, there is a lot of truth to that. Women do feel that way.
Absolutely.
You can't, hey.
And there's a lot of settling just to have a man or a partner, whatever that may be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't want to settle for anything anymore.
No. Are you still living with your 90-year-old aunt?
Yes, she just turned 9. So I turned 59 and she turned 94. Yeah.
What is that like?
It's funny as hell. It's funny as hell because I see me in her. I'm like, oh shit. But it's okay. Because this woman has the get up and go of any 49-year-old person.
Yeah.
And that's what I look at. She's got all her wits about her.
Yeah.
And we laugh.
Yes.
And it's something this is something that is sexy in a man or a partner, to be able to laugh.
Yeah.
Not only with each other, but at each other and at yourself. So she's teaching me a lot about living and being with someone. There's no sex involved with us. We have this relationship of niece and aunt, but it just goes beyond everything.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Nice. So, if you had an opportunity to be, let's say, 27 again, knowing all that you know now, what would you do over?
I wouldn't let the one that got away get away.
Ooh.
Yeah, there were, like I said, I settled for a few different wrong things,
Yeah.
or people, but I would definitely go with the ones that I let go get away.
Yes.
That would be if I had the opportunity.
Yes.
But actually, you know what? I wouldn't really do anything different.
Mm-mm.
I'm happy with my life.
Yeah.
And the choices that I made, good, bad, and ugly.
So when you were a kid, did you think you were going to be an actor, or did that just...
Oh, yes. I always wanted to be an actress.
Oh, okay.
So me and my sister, we were the ones in my grandmother's bedroom with the hairbrushes and the towels for wigs, and we were accepting our awards for the stage, and so yeah, we put on shows for our parents.
Oh, great.
For the neighborhood. So I always knew there would be some acting going on.
Is this your first film play that you've just done? I'm sorry, just... So we're called Glorious Broads. What does broads mean to you?
Peppery.
Ooh.
Spicy. Lava. Hot. Yes.
Lava. Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
The one thing you wish everyone knew about sex.
How to perform it orally. Yeah. And that's what I talked about before. It's the pleasuring. Doesn't always have to be with your genitalia. Okay? Because we all have genitalia. But in order to manipulate it, the best way that it can be manipulated, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. And as my grandmother used to say, there's a poor rat that got but one hole. Okay? So knowing what to do, even with your fingertips, I mean, you could just, baby.
Oh.
If this was a show and tell kind of show, I show you fingertips.
No, but you're inspiring me. Fingertips. Yes.
Fingertips.
Yes.
I mean, just even you can start out just giving a massage.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
You're just touching.
Yeah.
Touching is the most important part in any relationship.
So let's talk about the O word. Have you faked orgasms in the past?
Okay, I should have got an Oscar, an Emmy, a Tony, maybe even a Grammy for faking an orgasm. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And at this point in my life, no more faking. No more faking. I don't want to have to. Because now I want you to take your time. There's something about sensuality. And that's what I've come to appreciate more in sexual relationships. It's the sensuality. I mean, you don't even have to, there doesn't even have to be any penetration in order to have a good orgasm. Think about it. Just the sheer essence or smell of someone. Girl.
Ooh, nice.
Now that's some good stuff. And it's all about taking your time. It's not being in a rush to have an orgasm. And I think that's what we were taught, or that's how it society plays it. In order to have it, you gotta rush and get that orgasm.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Don't let them fool you. Take your time. Be pleasured. Now that's something that people don't talk about often, being pleasured. There's a difference. between being sexed and being pleasured.
Oh, I love that. So you're a modern woman. Do you believe in open relationships?
For somebody else, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody else can have. Oh, okay, so let me back up. When you say open relationships, that means not monogamous?
Correct.
Okay. Hell no.
Mm.
No. I'm not sharing anyone. I'll share my Cheerios. Okay? I'll share my food. I'll share my money. But I am not gonna share my other half. No.
Mm.
I don't want to do that and I'm fine with anybody who wants to do that with someone else, but not with me.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
No. Are your friendships with men very different from your friendships with women? Do you have friendships with men?
Yes, I do.
Mm.
And you know what? I actually never thought about that because my friendships, now I'm speaking friends like girlfriends, friendships with my men friends, I feel comfortable enough to talk to them about anything like I do my girlfriends.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Because I'm not vying for their attention in that way.
Mm.
So when I have a friendship with a man, that's what it is. It's a friendship just like I could talk to you, talk to my girlfriends. I'm not vying for any sexual relationship.
Yeah.
We're just talking and he may ask me about somebody, his wife or whatever, or we're just throwing stuff out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's no.
Oh, that's nice. You're perfectly comfortable with men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As friends, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice and rare. So, how do you avoid having regrets in life?
Don't think about them. Don't think about them as regret. So don't think about anything as regretful, because everything, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, is a learning thing. I learned from it. That's how I stopped regretting, learning something.
Have you always had this creative spirit? I mean, you're always writing, acting, doing. Is that just who you are?
Yes.
And is it getting even more increased each year?
Yes, it's getting intense.
That's
where
interesting.
Everything that I think about is something creative, something that I can write about or put in a play. Everything I think about, even just doing this, it's like, So I'm thinking where this can go in my writing.
See, that's what's great about aging, I think. That it's just a little more, it's an Oprah word, but purposeful.
Yes. Yes. A purpose-driven life. That's a book, I think.
I have a feeling it was wrong.
Yeah.
What would you like next in your life?
Actually, I would love to not really concentrate, but I would like just a good relationship with a man that is taking us into our old and golden or our future years. Just a honest relationship. That's what's next. That's what's on my agenda. And getting an agent.
For your writing, for your acting.
For my writing, acting, yes.
See, I love that. You're turning 60 and you want all this stuff ahead
all
of
of
you.
this wonderful stuff. That's what I want. Yeah.
That's a very tricky situation as we age. Men's instruments don't work as well. So
Right.
I find myself impatient. How do you deal with that? Have you ever had that situation?
Have I ever had it? Okay, I'm going to tell you a little funny. So online dating, met up with the person and we're talking and, just having a good time. So we get back to the place where, my place, and we're about to do the do. And this man says, "I'll be right back." And I'm thinking, okay, so maybe he's a little older. He's modest. He wants to put on, Jimmy or rubber in privacy or whatever. Wait a minute. This fool has a pump. Like he had a flat tire pump. I said, "Oh my God." Well, that just took the air out of me. I was done. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have sprung this on me, first of all.
Hello.
We should have eased into this. And that's what I talk about. You know what? There's a difference between sexting and pleasure.
Yes.
So had he eased me into it and let me know what was going on, maybe I wouldn't have jumped up and said, "Here's your hat, what's your hurt?" Right?
I mean, wait a minute. I have to ask. He literally brought the pump out.
Well, it's attached to him.
Yeah.
And so there was that. So
yeah.
Just like his thing deflated, so did mine.
Yeah. So, is there a part of your past that you miss? For instance, I kind of miss the disco ears.
A part of my past that I miss. No. No, I mean,
That's great.
It happened. I've lived through it. And I guess that's part of my creative being, that I'm always looking to create or innovate, do something new. The past, and actually, my past, I've learned from that.
Yeah.
You learn from it. But I like to move forward with something new, where it could be the past 2.0. Bring in something a little bit from the past and bring it forward. So I don't think I miss anything, because I'm constantly back there somewhere. It's coming forward. It's coming with me. It's always with me, the past. So yeah. Nah. Yeah, I really don't care about what people think, as I've gotten older. So say what you might and feel how you want to feel. Now, I will tell you, if you take my shoes, now that might be a problem, okay? Especially a good pair. Nah. Yeah, you might get something out of me at that point. So we're talking about the pleasuring and not sexing.
Yeah.
So dealing with a partner with an instrument that might not be as big as you might like it, or wide or long. Dealing with someone with a small package. So that's where the pleasuring comes in. Because everyone is different. But if you want this person because they have everything else, and okay, maybe they're not as well as down, and maybe not as thin. So you have to compromise. So there comes the pleasuring, where you can pleasure someone, maybe not with your whole instrument, or you pleasure them to a point where your instrument don't matter and it'll do the job. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So that's where I'm at today. Before, if it wasn't okay, and if it wasn't so big and I might have to tie a 2x4 behind you to keep you from falling in, okay, I'm past that.
It's true in my 20s.
You'd
be out the door.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy, me looking for sticks of St. Jock, I think part of the whole menopause, killing the libido, and all the things that we hear that women go through with menopause, I think it's become a mindset, because we hear the negative things behind it, the sweats, the hot flashes, the cold flashes, the lack of desire, the not wanting to, the gaining of weight and not being able to lose weight. And I think we get caught in that mindset. Not to say that it's not true, because I've experienced it all except for maybe the libido thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe my mindset, I'm looking at it differently. Not that I don't desire sex at some point or other, but I got other things on my mind.
Yeah.
So that's not in the forefront, of what I'm doing. Now, when it does settle in, it settles in, But I think some of the things we just fall prey to. I have hot flashes like nobody's business, but I refuse to take anything to stop it, because I'm saying to myself, well, if I'm stopping it, where is it going? Is it gonna like those commercials, you take something to fix one thing and then 12 other things go wrong? So that's what my feeling is about having the sweats.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. What's love mean to you now? Romantic or otherwise?
Patience. Honesty. The ability to listen. And have fun.
Yes.
Just have fun. Just enjoy whatever it is you do. Whatever it is we have as far as our love. Have fun. It's not gonna last. The bad times or whatever you're going through, it's not gonna last forever.
Well, speaking of forever, I wonder if you feel a little more pressure as you get older that, you kind of see the end of your life.
Maybe not so much to see the pressure. I know that ultimately it's gonna happen.
Right.
You just get to a place where, okay, you can't do anything, but I also have someone that I look at as a role model, a 94-year-old woman, and she keeps kicking.
Yeah.
She keeps it kicking. She may not be kicking that high, but she keeps it kicking.
This is your aunt.
This is my aunt. And I just have to, I have to look at her and just be grateful that I have an example of somebody who, they've lived a long life.
Yes.
And they enjoy it.
Ugh.
And she doesn't complain about it. She just keeps it moving.
That's great to have in your life.
Yes.
So, do you give a fuck about what people think about you now? Has it changed as you've gotten older?
Honestly, I always believed or always felt like, I don't care what people think. And I think a big part of why I might have cared was from growing up. Your parents always instilled that you behave yourself, be a good girl or whatever. And, you didn't want to disappoint them.
Right.
But as I've gotten older,
yeah,
I can give a flying fig.
Yeah.
What anybody thinks about me. Because, just like you learn that sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. You don't know me. And if you did, you wouldn't have that attitude, or you wouldn't feel as though you can say something to hurt me or what I'm doing. So no, I don't care. No, pick something else.
Do you have an inner critic you have to watch?
Do I have an inner critic that I have to watch?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an inner critic, but it is it can be a problem. Procrastination. I have all these things going on in my head at one time. And I always say, write it down, you know, get it before it leaves your head. And I'll procrastinate.
The writing down or the doing it?
Both. The both, okay? Sometimes I just get to a point where I just have this mental block where I don't feel like doing something.
Yeah.
And when I don't feel like doing something, it don't get done. That's for sure. And so I have to let go of some of that, you know, because it's just really being lazy. Really being lazy, and I just want to lounge. And I'm saying, I really do. But that would be my critic. Or not really my critic, but that would be my deterrence, or you know, something that's gonna just deter me. You know, and it's the procrastination. Yes, there are times where I look in the mirror and I might say, oh, wait a minute, is that another mole? Or is that, you know, a dark spot? Or, you know, is my hair going back or receding? Or is that gray hair I see? And then I tell her, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Bitch, bye.
So you're a sexual woman, you're a sexually driven woman, and you're single. Is your vibrator your best friend?
Right now it's my most frequent friend. I got frequent flyer miles on that puppy.
Oh, if men only knew how great that thing works.
OMG.
Oof. MG?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gentleman.
Oh. So, how do you live a really full, rich life? Because it seems you do.
I pray. Trust. I pray. And it's funny, I tell everyone, if I didn't pray, you wouldn't like me. You really wouldn't. And I have a relationship with God. And that's what keeps me grounded. That's how I live a full life.
So what do you think you had to learn the hard way? Was there anything?
That I can't change someone. I had to learn that the hard way. You cannot change anyone, regardless of how much you love them, how much you like them, how much you want them to be a better person. You cannot change them. And I had to learn that the hard way. It took a few years for me to learn that lesson. So when you go into caring for someone, or just even your friends, just realize you can't change them. You either love them or like them the way that they are, or leave them the hell alone.
You have a power move each morning. Like, I get up and I put on my red lipstick and it makes me feel hot. How about you?
My power move is to make sure my eyebrows are intact and they are flawless. That's it. Eyebrows shape the face. So I'm definitely going to have the best shape on my face, even if my ass ain't in the best shape.
I love that. So you talked about how dating's changed, but how has sex changed as you've gotten older? In other words, how's your libido?
On fire, like lava. It really hasn't waned as far as that's concerned. My libido, I do still desire it. I would love to have a loving relationship that involves some physical sex.
Yeah.
But also too, it's become more complete, because I'm not just looking for, getting a good lay.
Yeah.
Or with somebody with, a strong body and beautiful. So it has to come with a complete package. So you have to stimulate me intellectually. as well as physically.
So you're getting fussier.
No, I wouldn't say fussier. I've always been fussy. I'm getting complete. More the full Monty. I want the whole package. I don't want just, biceps and triceps and and buttocks. I want something going on upstairs.
Yeah.
I want the emotions. I want the sincerity. I want the caring. I want the whole 9 yards.
Yes. Well, there's been a lot of talk in the community, I'm sure you know, about menopause. So has menopause knocked you out sexually at all?
No, actually, it's had the reverse action on me where the desire is greater. I guess going through now, I have hot flashes like nobody's business, and anybody who knows me can tell you that they are awful.
Yeah.
But they do pass.
And so the fan, I see.
Yes, love it. I have a fan everywhere. But the desire to have sex, that hasn't gone anywhere.
Ooh, is it being used at the moment?
Unfortunately, with AA batteries.
So you don't go online?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've had some of those encounters online. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
And a whole lot of misfires. But you know what? It's fun.
Yes.
It's interesting, to meet different people. So yeah, I'm gonna put it right there.